So this week has been very interesting because we've had a lot of different fun things going on. First off, you had your sister's baby shower. What was that like?
It was fun. We had it here at our house. There were probably, I don't know, 35 or 40 people that came. And we did like a brunch, so we had lots of good food, and she got quite a few presents. And we had a bunch of people here, but two good surprises. Her really good friend from the Springs that actually watched our kids all last school year came and surprised her on Friday night, and then we might even have some video of that. And then Saturday morning, her roommate from college actually came all the way up from Alabama, so she hadn't seen her in quite some time either. So that was super fun to have them come and be a surprise for her. And yeah, so we had a good time. It's nice to do some things with just the girls.
It's not! I figured. I know. Our conversation today was like, she's like, hi.
She said to me in bed last night, she's like, I swear to God, if Carter shows up tomorrow. I was like, I don't know anything.
I know, I was like, told you? We should maybe tell us tonight.
The other fun thing I got to do, you haven't seen it. Have you ever been to Ashland Theological Seminary? Their campus? I actually was on their campus for a little bit. I talked a little bit about my thoughts with that. I'm currently here at Ashland Theological Seminary. The campus is that way. Absolutely gorgeous place. I'll maybe even show that here in a second. But one of the things that they have is a prayer garden, a prayer walk area for you just to come out here and pray. And this is the back of it, where you can just kind of walk around, enjoy the garden and everything. They got a bunch of statues. There's the lion statue, the lion and the lamb, a couple other ones around here. And I actually experienced something like this whenever I was in seminary at Weinberg Theological Seminary. They had a time where you go and you take time just to be quiet. And so we went to a whole monastery, and we spent the entire 24 hours we were there in complete silence, eating dinners, sitting in for church with worship, and so just simply listening, and then taking our own breaks and time away just to simply be quiet to listen. Super amazing. And for me, when you talk about prayer, it's actually something that's very much a conversation, and a lot of times in conversations we just simply have to listen, whereas a lot of times I think prayer gets communicated as talking to God. And so something like this prayer garden, this prayer walk, is a lot of time where you're spent just simply listening to what God has to say. So I'm going to take some more time, just simply listen. interestingly enough, one of the things that I actually considered before we had moved out to Colorado is I wanted to go to seminary. And this was after I had completed Weinbrenner Theological Seminary, so I realized I was asking a lot to continue with seminary work. But I knew I wanted to do counseling of some sort. I wanted to at least pique my interest, see what that was like, because doing ministry, I found that I was drawn to those times when I was with kids, really trying to help them through some of the tough stuff going on. And the conversation of Ashland Seminary actually came up. And when we decided to move to Denver, or move to Colorado and eventually go to Denver Seminary, I used this place kind of as a reference point of what could possibly happen, because there were several schools I could have done in Colorado, and I ended up going to Denver Seminary because it was most like Ashland Seminary. Another thing that we did, so you went to the baby shower that you had. I was actually at the Smith family reunion. It was the first family reunion I've been to in 9 years. 47 years. Which is a big deal because my family on both sides would do a family reunion every year plus a Christmas reunion. I hadn't seen almost all of my family for about 8 or 9 years, just with the lapse in the half a year between everything. So it was really cool because my boys were there. Margot was still with you, but we got to have a lot of fun there. The boys immediately when we got there, clothes still on, jumped into the water. They had a pool for the kids. We brought our swimming trunks, but they were already in the water before I could get them on them. But they had a lot of fun with slip and slides and stuff like that. The last thing I want to show you, you got to have a little bit of a giggle fest with Margot, so let's end it with a little bit of fun.
Do it again. Boogers, boogers, boogers. 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 Margot, you're fun.